All right, a very good morning, students. Let's begin with today's topic. But as usual, let me first recapitulate what we have studied in our previous class. We have started our chapter number 3, that is classification of elements in periodic table. Okay, and basically we have learned to classify all my elements. And this was what we have studied. And finally, we have reached to our next topic, that is the trends in physical properties. Until we have just understood how our periodic table works actually, how our elements have been classified in different forms. Hai na? So let's start with our today's topic, that is very important and very main topic, the trends in properties. Okay, so the first point is, what do you mean by trends? What actually trends mean? The trends mean something which is in the form of increasing order or decreasing order. So it is like, for example, in class 10th, chapter number 3, metals and non-metals, you have seen a reactivity series, है ना? You must have remembered the reactivity series. So what happened in reactivity series actually? In reactivity series, we have seen that our alkali metal like lithium, lithium, sodium, potassium, they are most reactive as compared to our silver, gold, platinum. This is what we have studied. So in the very same way, we are going to compare our elements in the form of their physical properties. But the best point here is, we have been arranging them, we have been comparing them in the form of period or in the form of group. Am I clear? So basically, trends means we are just comparing all the properties, all the kind of physical as well as chemical properties of our elements in group also or in period also. All right. So let's begin with the first topic. The first of all, we have two different type of properties. You know very well, the physical and the chemical. The physical means something which is shown by its appearance, which is looking like by just having observation through it. For example, the size, the atomic size, or for example, the boiling point, the melting point. All right. Whereas some chemical properties are those which are giving their chemical bonding nature. For example, the ionization enthalpy, the electronegativity, and many more things. Okay. So first of all, we are going to start with our first physical property, that is atomic radii. Atomic radii, or we can also compare it with atomic size. If I want to, say it in more chemistry word, more chemical word, I would say it atomic size or atomic radii. Okay. So let's start with our first point. First of all, what actually atomic radii is? How can we define our atomic radii? The best point to define an atomic radii is, it is something which has the distance between the nucleus and to the electron which is present in the outermost shell. My drawing is not so good. Please bear up with me. Okay, so this is known to be my atomic radii. Okay, what I have told you, atomic radii is defined as the distance between the nucleus and to the electron which is present in the outermost shell. Okay, this is known to be atomic radii. But the point here is, the twist here is, whenever I'm talking about my atomic radii, what actually happening over here, we cannot calculate the atomic radii or atomic size very efficiently. Please go through this point very focused way. I'm saying, to calculate the atomic size or the atomic radii seems to be very difficult. Now the question arises, why is it so? The first point is, whenever I am talking about my atomic size or my atomic radii, the first point is, the size is super small. It seems to be very difficult to calculate. Moreover, उसके बीच में लेनी है ना, अगर उसकी कोई फिक्स रेडियाई नहीं है, उसका फिक्स कोई बाउंड्री नहीं है, सपोज ये यहाँ तक है, तो मैं यहाँ तक लूं, यहाँ तक या यहाँ तक, we do not have any kind of information ना, So that's why I'm saying to calculate our atomic radii seems to be very difficult. But as usual, for the clarification, for making it much clearer to us, हम क्या करेंगे? We have classified our atomic radii into 2 or more different forms. Okay. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ये पता चल गया कि क्यों हम एटॉमिक रेडियाई को क्लासिफाई कर रहे हैं. सबसे बड़ी बात तो यही है, इसको क्लासिफाई करने की क्या जरूरत पड़ गई हम. ओके, सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी आर क्लासिफाइंग कोवेलेंट रेडियाई एंड द वंडर वॉल रेडियाई. Now let's move to covalent radii. I have told you, I have given you a brief idea about atomic radii. Now we'll move with the topic, the covalent radii. What does mean by a covalent radii? Covalent radii, बच्चे, covalent and van der Waals. These two are the chemical bondings. Whenever you will keep studying in your class, in your 11th class also, in the very next chapter, you will get a chapter known as chemical bonding. और वहाँ पे आप सीखोगे what is covalent bond, what is van der Waals bonds, and so many things. What is metallic bond? Now, but I just want to give you a brief idea that covalent radii is defined as, suppose we have joined our two atoms. Let me make it more beautiful. Okay, this is what this is known to be whenever we have joined our two atoms, है ना? जब हम अपने दो एटम्स को ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, we are just combining them, तो the distance between the two nucleus, the distance between the two nucleus is known to be its diameter, is known to be its diameter. अगर ये diameter है, तो इसका जो half होगा, वो क्या होगा? Radius. Right. So what I have been telling you, I was just teaching you that whenever I was talking about my atomic radii, क्योंकि atomic radii को बारे में distribute, बारे में predict करना was little bit difficult. So that's why इस reason की वजह से we have classified into two type, covalent and van der Waals radii. Okay. अभी तक you have got clear ना atomic radii को calculate करना क्यों है हमारे लिए? Because of 2-3 reasons. Now I was teaching about the covalent radii, that whenever we are getting the two compounds, the two atoms combined, joined to each other, तो उनके जो न्यूक्लियस के बीच की डिस्टेंस है, that is known to be diameter. And that is known to be diameter, but we have to calculate the radius. So for calculating the radius, what would we do? We would just half of the diameter. That is half of the distance of the diameter is known to be covalent radii. Am I clear? All right. In the very same way, we check out about the van der Waals radii. Okay. Now van der Waals radii is something when suppose there is two different molecules have been joined, और उनके बीच की जो न्यूक्लियस है उसको हम बोलते हैं radii. Okay, this is known to be van der Waals radii. Okay, so this was everything I just wanted to share with you. We have so many different type of radii, but in actual, for checking out the physical property, we would prefer the term atomic radii. Am I clear with? Atomic radii, है ना जी? Let's first move to the topic, the atomic radii. Whenever we are going to move from a period, suppose मैं second period की बात कर रही हूँ, जहाँ पे lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon up to neon, what's actually happening over there? As we move across the period, from left to right, what's happening actually over there? The atomic radii decreases. The atomic radii decreases. So what I'm saying कि जब भी हम अपने पीरियड में मूव कर रहे हैं from left to right, suppose मैं second period की बात कर रही हूँ, from lithium to suppose fluorine, chlorine, or up to neon, what's actually happening? My atomic radii keeps on decreasing. That means हमारे जो alkaline metals और जो alkaline earth metals हैं, suppose lithium, beryllium, as well as हमारा जो मैग्नीशियम है, उनका एटॉमिक साइज बहुत ज्यादा है as compared to boron, carbon, or my halogens. In the previous class, we have understood what is halogen. Halogen किसको बोलते हैं हम? The non-metal which is fluorine and so much, है ना? तो उनको हम क्या बोलते हैं? हेलोजेंस. तो जब हम यहाँ से यहाँ तक मूव कर रहे हैं फ्रॉम लेफ्ट टू राइट, हमारा जो एटॉमिक रेडियाई है वो डिक्रीज हो रहा है ना? तो इसके पीछे रीजन क्या है? द रीजन बिहाइंड दिस इज जेड इफेक्टिव. मेरी बात बिल्कुल ध्यान से सुनो बच्चे. एक सिंपल सी बात है, जब भी हम इस पीरियड के क्रॉस मूव कर रहे हैं तो क्या हो रहा है? हमारा जो एटॉमिक नंबर है वो इंक्रीज हो रहा है. वी नो वेरी वेल दैट आवर एटॉमिक नंबर केप्ट ऑन इंक्रीजिंग. अगर एटॉमिक नंबर इंक्रीज हो रहा है तो नंबर ऑफ शेल सेम रह रही है, बट इलेक्ट्रॉन्स जो हैं उनकी अमाउंट ज्यादा हो रही है. मैं दोबारा रिपीट कर रही हूँ. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर मैं बोरोन की बात करूं तो इट हैज 2p1, द कार्बन हैज 2p2, same as it is. Next one is 2p3. Whenever I am moving from 2p1, 2p2, 2p3, 2p4, मेरा जो क्वांटम नंबर n है that is same. First point. Another point is मेरा जो ऑर्बिट है वो भी सेम है. मेरा जो ऑर्बिट की शेल है that is p, वो भी सेम है. यानी n भी सेम है और l भी सेम है. सिर्फ एक्स्ट्रा इलेक्ट्रॉन्स दे आर गेटिंग क्लोज, दे आर गेटिंग मोर एंड मोर. जब उसके अंदर एक्स्ट्रा इलेक्ट्रॉन हम ऐड कर रहे हैं तो क्या होगा? द न्यूक्लियस वुड स्टार्ट पुलिंग टुवर्ड्स इट ड्यू टू जेड इफेक्टिव चार्ज. वी हैव स्टडीड द शील्डिंग इफेक्ट. व्हाट वाज द शील्डिंग इफेक्ट? दैट आवर आउटर साइड इलेक्ट्रॉन दैट डज नॉट एक्सपीरियंस मच वी कैन से अट्रैक्शन टुवर्ड्स द न्यूक्लियस. तो हमारे जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है दे आर केप्ट इंक्रीजिंग, बट जेड इफेक्टिव के ऊपर ज्यादा इफेक्ट नहीं पड़ रहा है. व्हाट्स हैपनिंग? आवर इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर गेटिंग पुल्ड towards my nucleus. जब my nucleus is attracting my electrons towards it, what would happen? With the each electron, the atomic radii would be decreased. Now, whenever it is pulling towards it, the atomic radii is getting close to each other. Now, that's why we would say across the period, the atomic radii kept on decreasing rather than increasing. Am I clear? Across the period, our atomic radii kept on decreases due to more electrons are entering the same shell. Or agar within the same shell, the electrons are entering, getting pulled towards the nucleus, due to which our atomic radii increases. Now, what could be the reason? Why is atomic radii increases on going down the group? That's very simple. You know very well. Whenever we are going down the group, the n keeps on increasing. The n keeps on increasing. यानी हमारा जो क्वांटम नंबर n है उसकी वैल्यू इंक्रीज हो रही है. जब क्वांटम नंबर n की वैल्यू इंक्रीज हो रही है तो व्हाट्स एक्चुअली हैपनिंग? सपोज इफ आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट 2s और this is 2p, this is 3p, this is 5p. That means n kept on changing, n kept on increasing. और अगर n increase हो रहा है, that means our quantum number keeps on increasing. That means more and more shell is adding to each other. More shell add हो रही है, हमारा जो size है वो increase हो रहा है. Am I clear बच्चे? Suppose I'm talking this with this concept, this is nucleus, और इसके अंदर शेल बढ़ रही हैं. जितनी ज्यादा शेल इंक्रीज होंगी तो क्या होगा, हमारा जो साइज है, पहले मेरा एटॉमिक रेडियस इतना था, अब वो फैल के एलिब्रेट होके बढ़ रहा है. So that's why on going down the group, the atomic radii keep on increasing due to more shell, due to addition of a new shell, or we can say due to our quantum number n, that is from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. Okay, so this was all about the topic atomic radii that we have studied. Now next we are going to move our next topic, that is known to be we have just understood the atomic radius that is going down the group and atomic radius that is moving across the period. Okay, so let's move. All right. One more thing I would want to say कि ये जो सारा का सारा कंसेप्ट हमने पढ़ा है उसके अंदर हमारी नोबल गैसेस इंक्लूड नहीं होंगी. Our noble gases are excluded from this particular topic, and the reason behind this is our noble gases are something which is monoatomic in nature. उनकी सबशेल जो है वो completely filled है, और अगर उनकी सबशेल completely filled हो रही है for noble gases, they are monoatomic and they have bigger size. Okay, so this is an exception which you must have to remember, that noble gases are something in which the monoatomic, being due to monoatomic, the being completion of complete subshell, है ना, we have complete electrons filled over there, we have complete subshell, that is np6. तो उसकी वजह से उसका साइज जो है वो मैक्सिमम होगा, and that would not be included in this trend. That is along the period the atomic radii kept on decreasing. Okay, so now let's move to our next topic, that is known to be ionic radii. Abhi tak we have studied the atomic radii. Now we are going to move with the topic ionic radii. In ionic radii, we see about the size of cation and anion. So please, you can ask to me whenever you just complete the class. Okay. Now let's move to the second, first I have completed. The second point, ionic radii. For radii, we have two different terms, cation and anion. Cation क्या होता है जी? Cation is something which is positively charged. That means cation in which electron removed, it bears positive charge. जब हमने उसमें से इलेक्ट्रॉन को रिमूव कर दिया तो क्या होगा, उसके ऊपर पॉजिटिव चार्ज आ रहा है, तो उसका साइज स्मॉल हो जाता है एज कंपेयर टू एनायन. और रीजन क्या है, एनायन के अंदर हम मोर इलेक्ट्रॉन्स ऐड कर रहे हैं, मोर इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर एडेड. फॉर एग्जांपल F नेगेटिव, it has bigger size as compared to only F. Reason being, more and more electrons are added, तो उन electrons को ऐड होने के लिए ज्यादा shells की जरूरत पड़ेगी. ज्यादा shells ऐड होंगे तो size increase हो जाएगा, the size would be elaborated, है ना. तो due to addition of more electrons, the size would be bigger of anion rather than the cation. This is our first point. Okay. Now within the same case, I would show you some more example, and then we would lead to our next topic, that is isoelectronic species. Okay. Okay, so let me explain you some topic very carefully. We have an example in our notebook, that is, we have to calculate which one is the largest and which one is the smallest size. We have the question, magnesium 2 positive एल्यूमिनियम एंड एल्यूमिनियम 3 पॉजिटिव। हमें ये बताना है कि इनमें से किसका साइज सबसे ज्यादा है और किसका साइज सबसे स्मॉल है, विच वन इज द largest and which one is the smallest. Okay, magnesium and aluminum, we have only two elements, the magnesium and the element. सिर्फ हमारे पास उसके केटायंस दे रखे हैं in 2 positive charge and 3 positive charge. So first of all, we know very well that whenever we move across the period, the atomic radii decreases. हमने अभी पढ़ा था कि अगर हम along the period move करते हैं तो radii जो है वो decrease. Whenever we move along the period, the atomic radii kept on decreasing. That means magnesium है उसका size बड़ा है as compared to. Am I right or wrong? Am I clear or not? अगर मैं बात करूं मैग्नीशियम की एल्यूमिनियम की, तो मैग्नीशियम जो है वो मेरा लेफ्ट हैंड साइड है, एल्यूमिनियम जो है वो मेरा राइट हैंड साइड है। और हमने स्टडी किया था कि हमारे जो एक्सट्रीम लेफ्ट पे हैं दैट इज एल्कलाई मेटल्स, दे आर द बिगर इन साइज। सो इन शॉर्ट वी कैन से दिस वुड बी बिगर का साइज अपने पेरेंट आयन से छोटा हो जाता है। दैट मीन्स इफ आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट अ कीटायन, द साइज ऑफ कीटायन एंड इट्स पेरेंट आयन, ओके। उसके पीछे रीजन क्या है? द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैव बीन एक्सक्लूडेड। हम इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को बाहर कर रहे हैं तो हम ऑटोमेटिकली साइज को छोटा करते जा रहे हैं, है ना। सो इन शॉर्ट वी कैन से मैग्नीशियम हैज द बिगेस्ट साइज and aluminium 3 positive has less size. Anion, more electrons added, more shells are added, and hence the size of it would be so this was all about the cation and anion.